Please, have a seat. Have a seat. I've wrapped up my interviews with the staff. Yes, the entire staff. How can I put this? Well, I'll just say it. I know you did it. I know you did it. Would you like to confess now, or should we run through how I figured it out? I mean, it wasn't that hard. You're not as clever as you think you are. No, I'm afraid not. Would you like to confess now, or shall we just go through the motions? Okay, well, first thing, I conducted the interview with all of the staff in the study, which is on the first floor. This particular room is on the third floor, and I know for a fact that window over there doesn't work. And we are on the third floor, so if you plan on jumping out, you're gonna get badly cut up with glass. And again, third floor. I don't think you can hit the ground running. And quite frankly, in your condition, I don't think you can run at all, at least not for a few more days. Oh, and the large doors behind me, well, I made sure to bring a couple of big, burly police officers from the department with me. I mean, if you'd like to try to get through them, good luck. Yeah, that's why I chose this room. So, let's get started with your first mistake. Your first mistake was thinking that she had money. How long ago was it when Mr. Volton passed away? So, quite some time ago, yes. As for the money, well, yeah, we can talk about that a bit. I interviewed the head butler. Apparently, I caught him while he was sober. Rather obvious he has a drinking problem. But I did catch him while he was sober. He made some contradictory comments, but some of the things he said were very eye-opening. And then I interviewed the maids. Again, all of them. Or I should say all of the ones who were left. I mean, you didn't notice that the estate was being run on what could best be called a skeleton staff? You didn't notice that about 40% of the staff, 40% were gone? You didn't notice? Really? That's surprising. I've got my notes here. So let's see. Let's talk about the accident. Oh no, not the tragedy that ended her life. Let's talk about the accident that put her in the wheelchair for the rest of her life. Yes. It happened shortly after Mr. Volton passed away. Well, I mean, considering how big he was, is it really a surprise that his heart gave out when it did? I mean, he didn't even do basic things like walk around the estate, this big, beautiful estate, always stuffing his face. You know, it's funny, you don't seem bothered by that. Yeah, maybe you should be. Maybe you should be bothered by what I just said, but you're not. Okay, okay. So, yeah, the accident that left her paralyzed. Funny, literally none of the staff, not even the old timers, were there when the accident happened. The butler, well, the head butler, he just assumed that she had fallen off the cliff while watching the sunrise, or possibly sunset. But that was speculation on his part. I mean, at first everyone thought she must have gotten into a car accident. And yet all three of the cars on the estate were in perfect working order. No dents, nothing, no damage. So it wasn't a car accident. And with two of them being limousines, the limousine driver confirmed that he wasn't in an accident with the missus, as everyone likes to call her. So it wasn't a car accident, and quite frankly, if she had fallen off the cliff, she'd be dead. I mean, that's a hell of a drop. That's not paralyzed from the waist down. That's dead. So it couldn't be that. And yet, no one knew how she ended up paralyzed. Not one single member of staff. And keep in mind, this is back when the other 40% were still here. Guess what? I tracked down each and every single one of them. Yep, I tracked down that 40% as well. Literally, no one on the estate and no one who used to be a staff member on the estate has any damn clue how the accident took place. No one witnessed it. Literally no one. I mean, if she was away from the estate, she'd be in one of those cars with the chauffeur. And if she was on the estate, considering that there used to be a lot more staff, someone would have heard something. Someone would have witnessed something. No one did. No one did. Too bad. You know, I've been doing this job for many, many years. Oh, yes. Many years. And I took a look at those two wheelchairs. Something was off about them. And then I noticed it. One of them had absolutely perfect brand new tread. The other one, the wheels were a bit scuffed up, but not nearly as much as they should be. not nearly as much. That's the thing I noticed. It's like it was barely used, like someone occasionally got into it and wheeled themselves around. You don't understand what I'm getting at. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, there was no accident. That's what I'm saying. There was no accident, because if there had been an accident, there would have been hospital records. I checked literally every hospital in the state. Every single one. Oh, I'm very thorough like that. And then I checked every single hospital bordering the state. There's not one record of her admittance into the hospital. Nothing. What I'm saying is, she faked the accident. She faked being in a wheelchair. She could walk. All of the staff who remained, including the butler, the head butler, told me that the two individuals who worked third shift or graveyard shift, they heard sounds like someone walking around, both the interior security guard and the one cook whose job it was to prepare breakfast. Those two are usually the only ones inside the house late at night, and they heard someone walking around. They heard footsteps. Well, of course they did. Mrs. Fulton had to stretch her legs after sitting in a wheelchair and pretending to be paralyzed for most of the day. And with only 2 staff members, and with the reputation that this place has for being haunted, well, I think you see where I'm going with this. Oh, you seem very upset because you were lied to? No. Sit back down. You're really gonna want to sit back down. You're wondering why she faked an accident, why she pretended to be in a wheelchair. Well, it's because when she was a younger woman with a very fit body, she was in show business, and her legs apparently were valuable enough that she had them insured. Oh yes. Lords of London, or Lloyds of London, I always get that confused. Anyway, huge company that will happily insure individual body parts for tons and tons of payments. And even after she got married, she made sure those premiums were paid up. She had her legs insured. Well, I think you know a certain individual named Roy. Yes, he's a hand model. He wears gloves constantly, even around the house. He had his hands, including his fingers, insured. He's a hand model who makes 6 figures modeling every single product you could imagine. You know him. It was very interesting when I stopped by to speak with him. Apparently, he wears dishwashing gloves pretty much all day long when he's at home. Wears gloves everywhere. The only time those gloves come off is when the cameras start rolling and he's making an ad for a commercial. Close up on his hands. Usually with someone with a much better voice in the background. And you can bet the voice actor has his voice insured. Yeah, it's an interesting, well, anyway, I'm getting a bit off topic. Her legs were still insured. And they were insured against all sorts of damage, except intentional. Well, she got a huge payout when she ended up paralyzed from the waist down, even though she wasn't paralyzed. I got the details regarding the so-called accident, and apparently the insurance company believed her and paid her out. Oh? Why would she need that insurance company when she had tons of money after Mr. Fulton's unfortunate end? Yeah. Turns out he had a gambling problem. Oh, yeah. Yeah. A rather unfortunate one. And he was very good at hiding it. Yeah. What do you want me to say? Your mother was going to lose the estate. That's right. All of it. It was going to be foreclosed on. She barely had $5,000 in the bank. Thing is, she wasn't ready for a scandal. She didn't want a scandal. And she knew there would be a huge payout if something terrible happened to her legs. So she faked an accident. Yeah. And you? Yeah. You killed her for no reason. Oh, I looked into your alibi. Yeah, I looked into your alibi. It fell apart. Oh, yes. It fell apart. So you were out camping with friends and you brought along your favorite lighter and you were at the outdoor camp and you lit a campfire, and almost immediately a park ranger showed up and issued a citation to you. Yeah. You even showed police the lighter. This one, the one you used very recently. Let me show you something. This is a lighter that was used very recently. It belongs to my wife. Yes, I don't wear a wedding ring. That's because I plan on divorcing her. But this is her lighter. She let me borrow it. Let me show you something. This is what happens when you have a lighter in which the fuel has evaporated. Watch closely. Did you see that? Nice little spark. This is a lighter where the fuel has recently evaporated. It still sparks. Let's take a look at yours. Oops. Did you see that? Not even a spark. Let's try that again. No spark. Now, why is that? Because even though this is nice and polished, and you polished it up to look newer, this is an antique lighter. Oh, it's your lighter. It hasn't been used in years. It doesn't spark anymore. Not only is there no fuel, but you used up all of the flint, and you never bothered to replace it because you don't smoke. So why would you carry a lighter when you don't smoke? I checked. Yeah. I checked with the therapist that you went to. She mentioned that you stopped smoking just over a decade ago. Oh, that citation? Yeah. We know that you're dating that park ranger. Was he the one who got you pregnant? He got you pregnant. You went, you had an abortion, and somehow your mother found out. She has a nasty habit of finding out secrets. The only one she never found out was your father's gambling addiction. Then again, you hated your father, so you didn't really mind when he passed away. She disowned you, wrote you out of the will. I had a conversation with her lawyer. He confirmed it. You were written out of the will. Your brother and your cousin, her nephew, were the only ones who were going to inherit whatever money she got from the insurance company. Millions, but a lot less than what there really was. So, yeah. You went, you finished her off, you made it look like an accident, and you almost got away with it. Almost. Unfortunately, you were foiled by good old-fashioned police work. Now, considering the fact you very recently had that abortion, I'm going to help you stand up from that chair, and we're going to slowly walk out that door. I'll let you walk out of here with a little bit of dignity. But once we're outside, the handcuffs go on. Yes. I mean, you knew how she'd react to finding out that her own daughter had gotten an abortion. It's time to go.